Well, good evening, everybody. Welcome back to Carpet Python TV, and it's just me and Mr. Brent Smith from KHP Reptiles tonight, having a look at some snake eggs. How are you, mate? Oh, hang on.
Oh, you locked me out. Locked
almost,
me out, eh?
almost,
Wow.
almost thought we had it spot on, and then I forgot that your sound is connected to the hatch cam or the egg cam, and then
Yes.
yeah. How are you tonight,
What?
mate?
Very well, very well. A day off work, which is nice. Get a couple of jobs done, a few things finished off.
Yeah, I had to work, but then I came home and I had a nap. That's why I'm a
Oh,
little
nice.
baggy under. Yeah.
Nice.
In the good old days, I would have been out there cleaning eggs and carrying on, and all those fun things. So
Yep, that was me this morning. Set up 2 rows of new hatchies out and about. So Sexton set up all the triple head stuff in a couple little Antaresia clutches. So suddenly 3 hours disappear in the hatchie room.
and a lot of that's also, you work, but then you're looking at them and you're messing around, and
Yeah.
like it's good to relax time for a man that's as busy as you are in the week.
It is. I spent half an hour trying to sort them into normals, normal jags, caramel jags in 4 different tubs just to look at them all and work out what was what. So it's looking good. The sex ratios on those were pretty even, 8 and 9. So yeah, happy days. Good clutch.
Happy days, of course. Let me go through the messages here and just say hi to let's. We've got our good, got the usual suspects. Mr. Zach is on there. Donna Bennett says hello to KHP Reptiles.
G'day.
Zach, of course, may the odds gods be on your side. They normally are. We were just, of the few people that I know in the reptile business, mate, you seem to continually have phenomenal, but it's not luck. We've spoken about this.
No,
You work hard, and then the luck follows. It's not, like you've got a saying. You have some saying that you threw at me at one stage.
the harder I work, the luckier I get.
Yeah, Gary. Is that your own? Your own saying, or was that stolen from something else?
No, I stole it off someone. It wasn't Gary V. I don't know. Someone online came up with it, and I went, "That is the motto to live by," because it's true. We've talked about luck or how well things prove out, and like I said to you, I think I've won more than I've lost. But when you're dealing with head-to-head stuff, you're 66% post-head stuff. More should prove than don't, and that's where I find it. I find it odd how people are so negative towards a post-head animal when it's a 33% chance of not proving out. It's fantastic numbers. As gambling wise, 66% odds it's going to happen. So, more should prove.
And also, you're at the point now where most of your possible heads are good-looking animals as well. That's where there's a lot to be said about refining lines, because when you keep a possible head back and it looks good and it doesn't prove out and it's still a good-looking snake, then I don't understand the negativity towards it. You score on both sides.
And most of the time, I try to use a visual to a post head, so you're making 100% hits anyway. So it's not a disaster, So if they prove it, they prove it's a bonus.
Jeremy Findley says hello. G'day, mate.
Hello, Jezza, my man.
Chris Fry, the usuals again. Hi, mate. Eddie Donnell.
G'day, Eddie.
Not this time, daylight. So somebody's missed that again. Daylight. Oh no, Eddie Darnell. Remember, he missed it last week because of daylight savings. Not this time.
Yeah.
He says.
Got the right time advertised too.
Yeah, there's a few guys. Ken van den Hoornet. Yes, hi, g'day, mate. Marty. That's
Marty. Lukey boy.
Here we go.
That's Lukey changed his name for some reason, but yeah.
Marty's had a killer week as well with his Antaresia. I think he's sort of still struggling to decide whether he's hatched. I saw you make a post on that double head or that double visual that I think he nailed the double visual, in my opinion. What do you reckon? Those granite marbles.
Looks very good. If it was mine, I'd be very happy. So, Marty's had an up and down season, but that could be the cracker. That could be the one.
And especially if he's got a few of them.
He might need a few. I might need one of those.
Yeah.
Marty says I've been copying him for years. I'm going to have to start shaving my head, mate. I want to be a clone.
He doesn't. I think he doesn't want your shit. No carpets for Marty. Yeah.
I know he's upset. I said I play a little Antaresia, and he told me I've got to stick to carpets. I'm not allowed to come into Antaresia world, so I've been officially blocked by Marty.
I think David Evans made a comment on that as well, because I think David Evans might have made it. But it's so hard. I said to Marty as well. Sorry, we're not pressed for time, are we tonight? We're not rushing around for soccer and stuff.
Soccer.
I said to Marty, it's what was I? Okay, I've totally forgot what I was going to say now. Oh shit! I said to Marty
and Evans.
I said to Marty, it's hard when you start doing double mutations, because sometimes the mutations don't add value to the looks. It's like when I saw the first zebra granite overseas. I wasn't, I was like, okay, so it's a zebra with more, more organized pattern. That's what so it broke it down, but it's still a granite, but it's just a slightly heavier patterned granite.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be the same with a few mutations. I'm keen to see what the silver pepper is going to do when you put silver pepper to granite, because they're so visually similar. I'd be very, me and you've spoken about this. I'd be very interested to see what the effect is going to be with those two mutations working together.
There's some similarities. There's some differences there, but definitely keen to see it. I've tried for 2 years and failed, but we'll try for round 3.
Yeah, I think that was what the problem was with the ball pythons. When the ball pythons, probably about 10 years, the market went through a terrible dip where people were saying, yeah, but the stuff looks, all these the more genes you stick into things, the more they start to look generic. And what they did was, some of the guys just took a few steps back and said, look, let's just refine let's just work on this mutation and refine this mutation to the point where we like the look of that. Because within a mutation, you can still refine. We've spoken about this as well.
Definitely.
Just look at some of our older videos. But, I think it's just going to be, our hobby is at the point where, we started and everybody had to make the first of a mutation. I had to make the first zebras and the first zebra jags, and I didn't care, although I was a bit selective with what I used, and I was lucky with some of the stuff that I made that came out really crazy. But there was a lot to learn from just making random zebras and random zebra jags. And we need to be at a point now where there's a lot of young guys coming in, and guys like yourself that's got a big pool of animals that you really need to start being very selective now with what you hold back. I'm just talking in general. You need to be really selective with what you hold back, and then refine the living crap out of those animals and push the looks or the phenotype into a specific direction. Man, I'm chatty tonight. Sorry, Brent.
Man, take it away, mate. Yeah, that little power nap did you wonders, mate. You wake up to 3 coffees, did you?
Whew, yeah, I've got my coffee. Trusty coffee. What's your drink of choice tonight? The green juice? Yeah.
Yeah, always. I don't think I actually drink anything else. So
yeah, I've got a Regal Diet lemon lime and bitters. Yeah, I'm doing the lemon. I'm a big fan of the lemon lime and bitters since I stopped drinking a few years ago.
You're very fancy these days, aren't you? Very well refined hustler.
That's just a cheap Aldi drink, mate. I think it's $1 a bottle, but that's 10 kilojoules per 100 ml, so not bad. Yeah, that's good if you want to maintain the weight, and then you go in there and eat the ton of chocolate coated Scotch fingers.
Oh, yes, definitely. And hello to Michelle. Michelle is the one who collects all my green cordial at work for me every week. She knows very much about the green cordial addiction.
Is it the Coaties? Coaties?
Cotties.
Sorry, my dialect is different to yours.
The South African version of Cotties, yep.
Yeah. Marty says, yeah, he's been copying me for years. Of course, everybody copies Marty. Tyson Evans says, hello. Michelle Goadsby, hi, guys. Let me just put some. We have to acknowledge the people that watch the show, and I feel like it's going to be a great show. And you've got a multi-clutch tonight for those out there. That Darren Boswell did ask, are we having a look at some of your Antaresia clutches? So we might. It's a surprise clutch. They're tiny. I don't know how they look on the camera.
We'll see.
Now, let me just quickly have a look here. So, Chris, they're just talking to each other. You stick to carpets. Oh, man, there's a lot of activity here. Emma.
Hello, Emma.
Emma's on there. Yeah, g'day.
Emma and Zach hatched some cracking stripes this week. I did notice.
Did they? Did they? I didn't see. Since I've been following all the politics so much, like I haven't really seen a lot of snakes. All the politics are popping up my newsfeed. I don't see that many snakes anymore. So I'll have to go and have a look. What type of stripes, Brent?
Jungle, just some really nice refined. They've been working on a line themselves, and this is the first line of refinement for jungle stripe stuff. So some highway looking fancy stripes there. Very nice.
Nobody's really doing a lot of work with stripes. People it's the underdog in the industry, but there's nothing. I can't think of anything better than a nice, well-refined striped carpet, mate.
No. Oh. People were forever, it was like polygenic wasn't cool, and I feel like now it's in the verge of doing a 360, turning on its head. All the polygenic stuff's becoming the rage. It's people just don't want to do the work. I gather that it's years and years and years of work, but very rewarding when done right.
Yeah. So I think people are asking, let's have a look at some snakes. What are we doing talking? Nobody wants to see our faces.
I know you talk too much all the time, so
I'm just my nature of my work is that I don't speak to many people in a day. So when I get the opportunity, like let me loose, So what are we looking at? What are we looking at? Roger Lester's always been sorry. Let me just pedal back a little bit. Roger Lester's always done some great work with stripes. I mean, of all the guys out there, I think Roger's done the most work with stripes in these jungles. And then he's been quiet over. I don't know, maybe he moves in different groups and stuff, but I haven't really seen him post much in recent times. So but
he's still lurking around. He's out there.
I think he's more of a purveyor of what gets made these days, and just look at what people are doing as well. I think he always, when you have reptiles, you always have reptiles. It's just one of those.
Yeah, he's probably just not a slave till he's hatching room like some other people.
Yeah. So Darren Boswell's on here. He's on YouTube. So hopefully, let us know if the sound and the video feed looks okay. I think it looks all right. We've got quite a few guys watching tonight, so I'll just go to full screen, and then you can talk us through what we're looking at, Brent.
Yep, this one is just a little bit of a sideline project. It's a ghost jag that's a very nice animal I bred a few years ago. That's the sire of the triple head clutch earlier. And this one, I'll just check the number of this. This one, ghost jag. This one is paired to a caramel jag that I thought was super, super light. It was a possible super caramel jag. And also POS had exanthic. So hoping using this ghost jag that we'll get some exanthics, and so far out we've got one sort of caramelish looking jag. So
which
leave the door open.
Which lineage? Which were we talking about? What's the origins of the lines, Brent?
Lark's line is the original thing that started it all. I think the initial pairing was a caramel jag head exanthic to caramel, which was, funny enough, a 66% POS head that proved out as well to make that the ghost jag father of this lot.
Yep.
And yeah, the girls are the ones I made and held back. So from the POS heads from the head-to-head pairing. So hopefully we'll see some nice exanthics or some ghosts. So we'll get rid of this little fella.
Let me just somebody's asked where we can get a hold of you. So what I'll do is I'll put Donna. Is it Donna? Donna. Let me just clear the. Sorry, I'm doing a bit of work. So Donna Bennett asked, where are you located? So Brent's in Sydney. And you can find him at, I'll put a caption up here for you so you know where to go and look. So it's at KHP Reptiles. And you probably
can get me online. That's I'm on and about. I do get a crazy number of messages sometimes, so I will get back to you. It just may take a little bit of time.
Yeah, and we've been talking about it. We'll probably set up a nice YouTube channel for you as well, so we can with these videos that we make, we can stick on YouTube and people can watch them there as well. But you'll catch us live here. We'll announce it as we go. It's going to be a pretty packed schedule from what you told me over the next couple of few weeks. So
yeah, seems like 5 or 6 clutches all in a row for the next little month or so. So
all right.
let's do some snipping, and let's hopefully we can find something exanthic would be good. I guess the only way we're going to find out if we've got if the mother is a super caramel jag. There should be no wild types in this. Should be all caramel being super caramel to caramel. If we see any wild types, it's just caramel to caramel.
That's
very wet egg.
That egg's so tough. Why is it so thick, that egg?
Thick skin. Well, there's our first Lucy. So
okay,
those of you who don't know, that's when you do a jag to jag pairing. 25% of the clutch become leucistics that don't form any lung tissue and die generally in the egg or not far out of it. So
you might need to put a little bit more paper towel there, Brent.
That one was a sloppy egg, and probably because that animal has probably died late term.
Yeah, and, I thought that the eggshell did sound like it was really thick as well, you know?
Yeah, it was one of those super high calcium eggs that doesn't really want to play ball.
Let's see. This one's cut. That's got a cut in it, hasn't it?
This one's had a slit, so there's definitely some action inside this one. So funny enough, with Lucy's, they're supposed to be 25% of the clutch. Yeah. That's how they go tonight, but quite often I've found that they don't quite always make those odds.
Oh, beautiful.
Oh, that looks exanthic to me.
Yeah, that's really, yeah. How can you even guess?
Yeah,
I'm thinking, that looks ghost to me, that.
I'd say just exanthic.
Yes.
See how dark the head is?
Yeah. So the head's normally a little bit lighter when it's a ghost, yeah?
Yep, definitely. And just that body color, it's quite a dark tone in it. So that is a very good sign that we look like the poss head exanthic part is looking very good.
Yes. Okay. Nice.
Keep that one aside. We'll go to another one that's had its own little bit of a slit.
So that's what you do. You wait for a few of them to slit the eggs, and then you open up. I mean, I see guys that just open up eggs randomly. I've done that as well. You know, it's not uncommon for people to get real. That's another one.
Oh, that is ghost, absolute ghost jag.
That's so black and white, isn't it? That's going to be stunning.
I tell you what, that could also be exanthic jag as well.
Yeah,
very dark.
I reckon that's a xanthic jag, if you ask me. It's not. It's a good example of an axanthic jag.
Yeah, very clean.
Yeah,
very clean. Awesome head stamp. I don't know if you can see that. He's pulled his head back in now.
Yeah, no.
See if we can get that head back up.
Let's see. Hold him up. I'll tell you if you lose focus. Man, that is a stunning snake.
That's crisp. If we can hold his head there. Look at that head stamp, eh? That is a perler.
Is that a holdback? Well, probably. After the first head.
Always a chance. Always a chance.
I reckon that's nice.
But yes, that's certainly looking very good for the exanthic side of things.
Yep. This one saying, very nice. Leah Bennett. Very nice. So pretty. Amazing animal. Then we have got Crystal Hessing saying, wow, that ghost jag looks gorgeous. Yeah, it's a gorgeous snake. Yep. And the Baza Holt. That is a beautiful snake. Yeah, that's very. I like.
Oof.
Oh yeah. Oof. Now you can see the difference. Hold them up next to each other.
Now you see what ghost looks like in the egg. So
okay, so that other one was definitely a xanthic. Hold the two next to each other, please, if you don't mind, mate.
Where do you want to go? Closer.
Hold them. No, hold the two eggs next to each other. The jag so we can see the difference. That's crazy. Got a few fans here. Now you can. Okay. Oh, no, now it's not focusing on anything. Okay, there we go. There we go. Awesome. And we'll set up a nice camera for Brent as well, so we get some A-grade visuals. That's beautiful. Yeah, great. Thanks, mate.
So definitely,
lucky.
First looking good for first three exanthics. Outstanding kickoff, considering what's it going to be? It's half the clutch. Really should be some sort of exanthic or ghost or exanthic jag, ghost jag.
I don't know if I like the ghosts as much as I do like a cracker black and white, like just a clean axanthic jag. You know, it washes out some of that contrast. The ghost side, normal jag.
I'm a big fan of the ghost. The ghost done right and very, very nice. This one, just a jaggy, caramelish sort of looking.
Yeah.
Hard to say. It's quite light on the sides. Can't see the head, but we'll put that in the caramel jag pile, I think.
Yeah.
But I think with that normal exanthic looking thing, that's basically what a normal patterned animal, considering it's not caramel, you know. So we're not looking at a super caramel for the mum, but being head exanthic is the magic, though.
So what would you say? Which ones of the two ages the best? The ghosts or the azanth? That's an azanthic. Right.
That's exanthic
Yeah.
for sure.
That's a go jag as well.
Exanthic jag.
Yeah.
Another cracking head pattern as well. Head pattern.
Oh, there's too many. You got too many.
Too many.
I can't believe that out of a possible head. Okay, possible it is. Yeah, it's now proven head to a visual. So yeah, no, this is why you're getting these numbers. Man, that's nice. That's so dark.
Fantastic.
So what do you think? I didn't listen. So what did you say? What age is better, a ghost or a ghost jag or an azanthic jag?
Really depends on their quality. You know, you get a good clean ghost jag, they're looking fantastic. You know, at 4 or 5 years old still. So I don't know. I think it comes down to the quality of the animal, really. How good they'll age. Some just don't kick off all that well from the start. So I've got a couple of ghosts that I kept back that were pretty murky early and just got worse and worse as they got older. So
yeah,
the caramel can certainly distort the pattern a little bit. Get that sort of little grainy sort of look going on inside the lighter patches.
Andrew Grealish says nothing better than proving out a possible head. Congrats. Oh, that's
love it.
That's a caramel jag. Yeah,
that's caramel jag heavy this clutch, but you expect that when you jag to jag, it should be half jags. But I always find.
Can you have super caramel from your clutch that you could? Is it a caramel to? I didn't. It says is a ghost jag male. Yeah.
And some of these could be supers, yeah, because ghost is caramel exanthic, and caramel jag. So possible that could be, super caramel jag. Very light for a caramel straight off the bat. So nice color.
Look at the tongue. He's ready to get out of there. Colin says hello, Mr. Bearded Man. No beard.
Colin, g'day, mate.
Yeah, Carl Smith. Those are some beautiful scale babies. Yes, they are nice.
That head patterns. I'm just loving the head patterns on these things.
And very reduced.
That's a polygenic trait of both the parents have good head stamps. So
it'd be interesting to see how because I noticed with the jags, the smaller the head pattern as well, sometimes they tend to be on a more of a, they've been more twitchy when they like that, with a jag Nero in them. So it'd be interesting to see how with reduced, I'm not saying that these will be like that. I'm just saying it'd be interesting to see how their disposition will be towards the jag side of things,
Yep. For sure. You never know what you get with jags.
Yeah.
Oh yes. Wow.
It's nice. It's the best, these videos, man. I'm so glad. You know what I miss the most is that smell, and the albumin, the stink of that, not that, so it's just got that musky smell. Look at that, man.
Look at that. If I had to say super ghost, I would pick this thing. That's the lightest ghost I think I have hatched.
Yeah.
Looking straight in the egg at that. That is crazy.
And that's out of a possible head. Yes, possible head.
Yep. So proven head now. That's outstanding animal. That one. I can almost put a silver sticker on that on the egg. I wanted to put a sticker on it before it even gets in the tub.
And it's got a nice head shape and everything. Beautiful. We're talking about head shapes, yeah. Jennifer Butfield. Jennifer got a lot of comments here. Beautiful Jennifer Butfield. That is a pretty baby. David Nye. That is a lovely little hatchling. There's so many nice ones in that clutch. Wall Roberts. Yeah. The usual stuff.
Looking good. I can't believe we got 5 out of 7 that are exanthic so far.
I told you, the master of ratios. Seriously, that's why we've got What's the Odds? The show's name, What's the Odds?
Yeah. Master of Arts tonight. This is outstanding results, even for my level of skill. Again, Wow.
I heard that. I heard that chuckle you had just then.
Yeah,
Oh
that's
man,
another super light ghost jag.
you
Been
just
blowing
said that.
bubbles in
I
his egg.
think has it got both eyes? Yeah.
Yep, they're there. It's just his head's really light. So
Bloody hell. You just said that was the best one before, but I think this one looks better. This one's lighter.
wow. Yeah, it's got a nice wide line down the back as well. So
Look at people are just going nuts. Who do you pay to stack the odds in your favor, Brent? Ken van der Hoorn? I don't know. Brent's, yeah, we've already said Brent works as hard as he's lucky. I mean, it's not luck with Brent. The amount of hours you spend in that snake shed of yours. Yeah, and your wife. It's a whole family. It's a whole family thing, with you guys.
A lot of work. This thing to me looks like it's going to have some pretty hardcore neuro by the look of its movements already. But we'll see once it gets out. There's a fair bit in the shed to get out of the egg. There's a fair bit going on early, so hopefully it'll settle down a little bit.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye on them. You just keep an eye on them, yeah. Oh man, how many eggs to go?
That's Lucy. We got five to go. 1, 2,
oh,
3,
shit.
4, 5 up.
Yeah, I think Carl Smith says that almost looks like it would be a holdback. Yeah, I don't know. There's a few in that clutch that I'd hold back. It'd be nice to get a group shot of all those in a tub. So this is just a suggestion from me, Brent. Once they've all shed, I'd keep them take a group shot of them in a tub after they've shed, and then people can really see. Post that up on the internet, mate. You'll get some serious action with that picture. Oh, go away. Stop it.
Exanthic Jag. Yeah, Exanthic again. Exanthic gods are on fire tonight.
Oh, shit, from a possible hit. Yeah, don't worry about
possible hit. We'll get that out of the way. We don't want that getting tangled up.
Yeah, that's nice and light, though. You can cut that. That shouldn't be an issue, yeah. Man. Huh?
Nice. Beautiful.
This is but then you'll have clutches that don't have those odds as well.
Oh, for sure.
Up and down, it'd be interesting. It'd be great to have a season that you had all of shit like that, man.
Yeah, well, it balances out. Funny enough, as much as you say it's luck, I think in time you'll have some odds that really go against you. With numbers, and overall the numbers always come back to those ratios fairly tight. The more you do, the more you'll see those ratios become more accurate. If
I can ask people, if you're watching the show, please share them into these. If you don't mind, please. I just want to see if the numbers go up. Please share this stream into some of the Morelia groups that you guys are involved in. I just want to see if we can get the viewer numbers up. I'm just, if you guys don't mind, just share it into one of your Morelia groups that you're in or something, so we can see how that affects the viewership. Because I never ask for people to share it, but it'd be nice if you guys could just share it somewhere. We'll be eternally appreciative of that.
I bet this is Lucy, just from that egg.
Yeah, that white. It's like
concrete,
and it's all light inside as well. Oh no. Is that a parrot? That is a half. That is a nah.
Well,
like it's deformed.
Oh my god! No, I think that is Chimera.
Yeah,
that is Ghost Jag Chimera. I feel.
Sorry, I'm laughing.
Holy shit! I was just talking to someone the other day saying, in all the years and all the clutches, I have never hatched a Chimera, and I made the point of saying the only reason I do the occasional Jag to Jag pairing is to see one of these one day.
Your wife's gonna come running in there now.
Wow!
She's just said, "What the fuck?" Yeah, fuck. Sorry,
oh my god!
Sorry, people about the language, but this is.
Oh, that is spectacular.
You better send me a first picture before you show it to anybody else. All right.
Wow! I just hope this thing that's moving. It's
see if you can find the head in there.
Look at that patchwork. I just pray that the head part is just a normal looking head. That's I feel dictates more. You don't want too much body, so that's a fair chunk of body there. It's the jag. It's the leucistic super jag. That section of the animal. So the less of that you can have, I think the better chance you have of Oh, hang on.
Head's normal.
It's strong. There's the head. Yep.
Oh my God, Brent, I'm up there. As soon as we, look at the
Oh,
head
look
on
at the
that as
eye
well.
on it. Look at that eye.
Is that your new? It could be a holdback. Yes.
There's very good chance this will never leave this room. I don't know if you can
I
see
can't
that.
believe your luck. I hate you.
If we can get that to focus.
Oh,
It's got a couple of little nice little dots on the head, but
and,
yes, definitely.
and you guys saw it here first. 80 people watching. Nice. Keep sharing. Keep sharing. Want everybody to see the snake. Oh man, you just want that out of there now. Make
Look
sure.
at that! Look at that body on how sharp those sections are where they cut
Yeah.
off on the body pattern. You know, you've got those perfect saddles of the xanthic.
Cherie says that's mine. I'm surprised she's not in there yet. You know.
Wow,
Oh.
that is a crazy snake. I've dreamed of hatching anything
Well,
sort of
you
this
can cut
for a
the hole a
long
little
time.
bit bigger. I mean, at least you can see. Then I'd isolate that in a little plastic tub away from the rest, so it doesn't get disturbed. But it looked like it's absorbed. Still has the
Yeah, it was all plenty and strong. It's as I
yeah.
was annoying the shit out of it to get the head up, it was resisting, fighting back. I'm going to put him back to bed, and
We'll put him somewhere where we can have a look again a little bit later. Now, if there's two in that clutch,
oof, what's the odds? What's the odds of now?
I
What are we up to? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 out of 10
oh man,
exantic.
and a world first, and you saw it here first, and this season's gonna be. I reckon if this is a prelude to the season, man,
Wow, that's
huh?
I don't know if Ghost Jag Chimera. I
Oh,
don't know
there's
if it's.
people are saying. Let me just read some of the comments here because it's crazy. Caleb Teal, fucking hell, yeah.
I think we lost our PG rating when
Yeah.
that thing popped out.
Oh yeah, somebody said yeah, Crystal Hassing. It has a face on it. It actually looked like a little face and another
Yeah,
jag. Oh, well,
three little
nothing beats
spots.
that. I mean, how do you beat that? Chris Fry says has got little fingers, praying hand. Like great job, Zach's
Carol Jag.
outstanding. Your wife, of course. I'm surprised she's not there. She'll be straight in there after that show.
Oh wow. Mm.
Crystal Hassing, spooky face, yeah, on the back of its head. Oh man, super holdback. Anthony Daniel. Jason Martin, freak alert. Crazy.
Yeah, cool one
Oh,
to have a pop up on video for her.
yeah, that's not. As somebody says here, that the dollar snake. That snake's going nowhere. No matter what. That's one in the world. You know.
There are some I've often talked about things like that. That doesn't matter what they're worth.
Yeah.
They're never leaving, so they're
Andrew Greeley,
worthless
that thing
or
is insane.
priceless.
Oh, not. God, just like
just another ghost jag at this stage.
I mean, that's
Very
the other thing.
dry.
That's the other thing about jag to jag pairings, though. You do have the odds of making stuff like that because that is what the leucistic adds to into the mix. You know.
Yep.
Oh, and it looks great. It looks healthy. I mean, we're still not 100% sure that it will make it, but from what we saw in that egg, I mean that is a gorgeous snake. It's dead.
It's
It's
strong.
dead. Look
This
at the shell.
one
That's dead.
very. I'm just going to grab a spray bottle. It's very dry. That egg looked a little bit shitty on the outside. Possibly has died late in incubation. I think I would say.
Is that? But just see, I don't know. That's got no veins on it. Just maybe pull its head out and see if you. It looks dead to me, mate.
Yeah, it's very,
That's dead. That's
very
pull
little
the head right
movement.
in the middle there. I think there we were touching. Yeah, well, you got the up and the downs. Yes, is that should be. Oh, yeah, that's later. That's just unlucky, that one.
Yeah, I'd say it's got fairly well developed. Got everything happening, and something
If you
that the list of
pull its head out,
deformities is huge.
it could just be dead, just recent. You know, you could still be able to manipulate air into the lungs and stuff. Yeah, just pull it out, man. Yeah, it's absorbed fully. Oh, there's a little.
Very twisted up.
Oh yeah,
So,
that's no that floods. Oh well, it's stiff in the neck already. See, it's got rigor mortis, so it's dead for a while. It's also funny. Oh well, you know.
and they're funny head shape. The snout very stumpy.
Yeah. I see
A
the bottom.
shame.
How many eggs to go?
One more. Lucky last.
There's only one egg that matters in that whole clutch. Everything was
Uh,
great. Then there was just the trump card. We'll call it. I've got a name for that snake.
Donald. Well, you must be
The
Donald.
trump.
I have to name him after Donald or the cat, one or the other.
Yeah.
Lucky last, lucky last. And I tell you, this egg feels one of those very tough eggs as well, whether that's an indicator. Oh, yeah.
Wait, hello? Oh, another one. Just
Hello?
another one.
Just
That's
a ghost jag again. Wow.
That's a ghost. No, that's a normal. That's just a normal ghost.
Yes, yep, sorry, no jag. Definitely ghost. No jag in that one. Good looking ghost too.
What a clutch. Man. Let's have a look at the other one again. Who cares?
Come on, mate. Look at the ghost.
You've got 120 people watching. They want to see that snake, mate. Come on. Are they here for the show?
Let's put the ghost bag in. You stay in your egg for there a second. So,
man, that's crazy.
2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10 out of 13.
Oh, wow.
And this.
See if you can. Where's that head? I hate it when they pop their head out, especially a snake like that. Pop the head out and then they pull it back into
Suck it back in. Yeah, I think you put it back down in.
Oh, there he is.
There's the head there. So.
Yeah, look at that. I'm a little bit lower. It's lost focus. Yeah, right there. See, there you go, Hoke. There'd be a lot of your haters just sitting there going, ugh.
Haters? I don't have haters, mate. I love everybody.
They'd be, yeah, you love everybody. They might not feel the same, but bloody hell.
They don't always love me back.
It'd be great to see look at he's moving fine. I don't
look strong.
Yeah,
the body's strong.
Somebody's asking Omerta genetics. Now that's a chimera, so that's a combination of that's so many genes in there. That's Axanthic, Jaguar, and loose. No, it's a super. No, I don't know. It's a combination
super
of
Jag.
It's a combination of two embryos that make that.
Yep. And that's you basically got your super Jag section is that white leucistic section, and then your pattern section. I don't know if it's I don't know if it's ghost. I think it's just Axanthic Jag. The rest of the body, looking at how black those marks are on the head. So I'd say we've got a Axanthic Jag.
It looks ghost. It's very, very light.
It's very light on the top section.
I guess you'll just have to hold it next to some of the compare it to some of the other ghost jags in the clutch. Man, that is I can't believe it.
That's a crazy snake. Crazy snake.
Mate. And the body looks the symmetry looks fine so far.
Nice and plump, and that's where I'd really love to see the underneath, the lung formation section, and that's where you find the issues come with the leucistic animals. No lung formation, they get that very concave section from under their chin right down the body, to the lungs. It's just no formation there. They've got no chance of breathing once they're out of the egg and on their own. So.
Oh man, I'm so happy for you, mate. Awesome.
Yeah, very cool. That's a first for me. That's something after hundreds of eggs I've dreamed of. That's crazy.
How do you top that now? A super zebra chimera.
Oh, wow. Have a look on the side of this. My wife will love this now. It has a little love heart on the side.
Oh shit, we're copying the ball python guys now, huh?
Yeah, I'm sure you'll love that. She loves a little heart, so little love heart on the side.
And the tail, you can't spot the tail end there. Don't pick at it too much. We'll check in again later in the week when we do another clutch to see how it goes. You can send me some photos,
We'll put this one back to bed for now, and try not to. These things can be rather sensitive animals. They've got a fair bit of genetics and obscurities going on there. So best not disturb to death.
Wayne did make a super a chimera jag, so but this is a ghost. This is a ghost jag, so it's a lot more genes in there. So this is definitely a first. No others that I know of.
There's been very few and quite often people have hatched chimera things and they just don't do well. They're problematic. They're an absolute freak of nature, so they're prone to have issues off the bat, being combined animal in between, and it doesn't always go well. How things pan out with them, but hopefully if you can get them established and feeding well and grow it up. And
you know what's going to happen, your phone's going to just be crazy tonight.
Just turn it off, I think.
Everybody's going to want a little chat, people that you haven't heard from in years are suddenly going to pop up and, want to just find out what's going on. There's somebody else said here, Michelle Goadsby says, congratulations. So glad you're having a great weekend. See you Monday, she says.
Thank you, Michelle. We're ready for more Wartime Monday. Michelle's my #1 driver, best driver ever for Auto Parts World.
Yes.
Well, besides Mum, who's the best driver ever, and Morgan, who's the best driver ever too. They're all the best.
The greatest. Is we were joking about that at work today. You're the greatest, not the best, the greatest.
The greatest, the goat.
Okay, so what's next?
Okay, well, I'll just regather myself for a second here while
recompose.
Yeah,
let me go to big screen again because we need to go big screen. Hang on.
I'm just going to get rid of this stuff, and we'll grab it. We've got another little Antaresia clutch there that's popping out as well.
Okay.
We'll shove these in a safe place in here.
Man, awesome.
Yeah, that's mind blowing. That's you dream of things like that. So this next little ant one is just a het granite max spotted pythons, head-to-head pairing.
And guaranteed it won't be nearly as exciting as the previous one.
A little bit of an anti-climax for this next little. Hopefully, we'll just see some little granite max, which are very, very cool little animals.
They will come down. Oh, granite! Oh, it's a granite clutch. Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, granite spotteds, tiny little fellas they are. We got one out already.
Man, that's another line that I just have to mention that the line that I started in this country.
Another one of the Hustler series.
Yeah.
We got one
everywhere now, and it's just originally they were in the hands of somebody that I just don't think knows what he's doing. I had them for almost 4 years and never made them apparently. Let's not go down that discussion. But let's
the history line.
Yeah, here we go.
This one's slashed to pieces already.
And they're so good. Oh yeah.
Oh, that's granite. Yeah.
So what are these? Are these from visual parents or
head to head? So these are my original pair that I bought of just a head granite. So head granite to head granite. So we should see.
Okay. We should see, but we know how your odds are tonight. So that's they so much. Yeah, we need a camera. We need to hold it away a little. They're so small. The camera is just not focusing on it. No ways. Yeah. So it's very similar to just a patternless, spotty little. You should post a photo of them when they get out of the clutch as well. People like to see the full clutch photos of that.
Yeah, see them right out and about. So there's one little granite. It's a good start.
Nothing to see. Wouldn't it be funny if all of them were granite? Man, that'd be great.
2, 4, 6. What do we got? 2, 4, 6, 8, 9.
So how many are you expecting out of this?
Normally only 25% head to head, so we should win 2, 3. 3 would be nice. 2 is probably fair.
Another one, normal.
Normal. Yep.
They're nice, and they're also nice and pale color. Like very, very, very axanthic looking when they little like that.
Yeah, definitely.
And they pick up their colors, as they get older.
Yeah, definitely. They sort of develop a little bit more once they get a bit of size going.
Yeah.
Oh, granite. Yep, that's a bit easier to see.
Oh, another one.
More of the body there.
There we go. Hold them up next to each other. The two, the wild type and the red granite, so people can see. So you see the one's got a pattern, the other one's almost got like a speckly appearance. If you go through the photos on Brent's Facebook page as well, you'll see there's photos of adult granites on there. So Brent's got one of the biggest granites I've seen ever. big fat
Yeah.
snake. Well, no, not a fat snake, but just a big snake. You know,
Yeah.
you like to feed them, so
Well fed, well fed. Well, that's probably my weakness with Antaresia. I want them to be like carpet. So, I think they should all eat medium rats, but
yeah.
everyone
Well,
says they're not meant to do that. So,
it is pointless having these tiny little snakes. You know, if you would try and get them as big as you can. I like both. I like both. I like spotted pythons. I think they're nice. I think there's a lot of potential still with the Antaresia stuff
absolutely.
in the right hands. You know,
Much like carpets, there are plenty of combos not done yet. Plenty of work to do.
Yeah.
I'm coming in, Marty. Look out.
He's catching up. Catching up.
I want to play. There's another wild type.
It's just not coming off the high from that chimera. Oh my god!
Oh, we should have done this one first.
Yeah, man, huh?
It's unbelievable. It's
such nice. I'm just thinking photo ops. You know, like man, get some size on that, and he's out nice and early in the season. By the time I see you, you could have some good size on it, and hopefully let's just he needs to get out of that egg first. So let's not.
It does.
Let's not count our chickens before they hatch. You know, that's all part of this hobby. You know, you make stuff like that, and sometimes that's why my biggest thing now would just be to keep eye on it and make sure that it doesn't pull that head into the albumin and in the moisture in the egg. You know, you don't want.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't want to get you all worked. I'd probably sleep next to that egg. You know, but I seriously. Another one. What's that? 3. Yeah, so pretty much spot on the 3 so far. Yeah.
Yep. Three visuals.
One more. We just need one more.
Last one.
Yeah, one more.
Last egg 3. So that's certainly in front of the odds now with 3, which is outstanding.
Yeah, you're right, Amy Nicole Defty. That is an axanthic caramel jag chimera. What's that? Normal.
Granite.
Oh, that's a more speckled one.
Heavier pattern, like you see a lot more dotty on that, but certainly compared to wild type.
Yeah, so you get polygenic variation within the granites. Like there's all these animals. So polygenic variation, you find that within a mutation and within wild types as well. People don't seem to, it's like it's not an unspoken thing really. So you can get granites that are really, really refined patterned, and you get granites that are really heavy patterned as well.
That's something I remember going to a talk to at one of the Hawkesbury Herbs when Darren Whittaker did a talk on. I think he was there doing one of his pepper talks, but he was talking a lot about dealing with treating polygenics into recessive breeding. So when you're looking at doing recessive gene work, looking for polygenic traits to enhance while you're working in with the recessive genetics. That's something people, like you say, it's something people should focus a little bit more on is, coloring and pattern and traits like, the head patterns and things that you really want to develop. You're obviously working with recessive, or even in incomplete stuff, but you got to look at the polygenics of things as well. So
those are ready to get out of there as well. You can see those. Yeah, they can. See how the veins are not, the egg shells are. There's no more fresh blood on them. They'll probably climb out of there as soon as you put them back in the tub.
I think by morning most of these will probably be out and about, so they're ready to go. But 4 and 5, and there was a wild type back in the tub there somewhere. So great little clutch, nice little animals.
It's a great night so far. A lot of grey snake. Huh?
Yes, I'm still in shock. I'm still blown away from that chimera. That is insane animal.
Yeah, let me that's crazy. What are you doing for the rest of the night? You staring at that snake egg?
I'll just be sitting up that end of the room, waiting for that thing to poke its head out. It's certainly looking like strong. Probably I'd say by tomorrow night it'll be out, so we'll get a better look at it. And
you're very composed. I know you like a school kid jumping around inside. Yeah?
Oh, super excited, but nervous as well. Like you say, the last thing you want, things like that. If you look at the possibilities of defects, that's up there on the list of everything could be wrong. So,
did you see Did you see a tongue flick? Sorry to interrupt you. Did you see a tongue flick?
I can't remember. No idea.
Um,
I don't think so.
this might be a good situation with for those little deli cup, the deli cup method that we talked about. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that one can go into its own tub and have some peace and quiet. The last thing you want is another snake, rolling that egg over and, disturbing it. You often get snakes jump into other one eggs and do all sorts of crazy things. So you might
Yeah.
have noticed when I packed them in, I put that one in the center and stack all the others around it. It's just a security blanket that nothing can
Yeah.
happen to it short term. So I've seen it happen plenty of time where one or two will get rolled over and disturbs them in the egg and they can't escape again. If they get
Yeah.
fully sealed over, they quite often will clump up all together over one egg, and whatever's in that egg's got zero chance of coming out. So
Yeah, fuck, well, that's I still can't believe that that it's like it's one of
yeah,
those because it's so random. It's a one in I don't even know what the odds would be on
no idea,
on
no
making
idea.
that. I mean that's a freak of that's literally a freak of nature. I mean, how many eggs have you made and you've never made one of those?
Never seen it. 10 years. Don't know how many eggs. It's I could count on one hand the ones that I know of that people have hatched.
Yeah,
And I think maybe Deb and Wayne's is probably the only one I think that's grown to the size that it is now. Like it's a
yeah,
yearling sub-adult sort of size animal. So many of them have come over the years, and everyone gets super excited and big plans, big plans, big plans. And 6 months later, there's no updates. You never hear from
oh
them
my,
again.
yeah,
Sadly, it's just never kicked on. So it's a long way from home. The things that go wrong. We've got snakes right here. Things that go full term and die. Moments before we get things that come out of the egg and die the next day.
yeah.
Someone said today something crawled out of the egg, lasted 5 minutes and died. So it's a long road from here to shedding and feeding and growing strongly. So it's fantastic. It looks strong to me in the egg, which is a great start. It doesn't look sloppy, so we'll see how it goes.
All right, so let's keep it with that. That's just slightly over an hour. We'll close off the show and then we'll chat some more.
Yeah, Sharpie just said he had one a few years ago. Only lived a week, so there you go. It's
Who's that?
Jared Sharp just said he
Oh yeah.
had a few years ago, and Sharpie's had a ton of eggs as well. So the more you do, you're chasing insane odds that it can happen, but it's
I
it
thought he
happens.
might
It
be.
happens. So.
I thought he might be lurking there in the background somewhere. He would be. He would have sniffed the blood in the water. Sharp.
He's always lurking. When he's got power or internet on that farm he's on, it's
Yeah,
sometimes the little mouse isn't running fast enough to run the generator out there.
Oh yes, yes. So well, you guys saw it here first tonight. So remember to go and follow Brent on KHP Reptiles. We'll be doing these shows more often. What have we got planned? What have you got planned for the next week? What's happening down there at KHP Reptiles? What's hatching?
Next, I think a sister to this one is the next one that's due. It's just a straight caramel posset xanthic. Also, what I thought could be a super caramel, and she's lighter than the sister.
Yeah,
So that's the next one due. A couple of days after that. Where is one of the double het granite clutches,
yep,
Antaresia clutch, another possible double het granite albino clutch.
yep.
The Macs are out. Then we towards the late in the month is the Super Zebra clutch. That one I'm super keen. That's probably
Yeah.
one of my most anticipated. That Super Zebra Poss Head Albino paired up to a Sun Glow Zebra Jag. So
Yeah.
tons of possibilities in there.
Now that you're making chimeras, you need everything in a chimera.
Wow.
That's the next step now. Hopefully, that's a male. Hopefully, it's viable. Well,
Let's
we
just
know what
let's
happened. I
just see.
mean, I don't think. I wonder if somebody's actually had a clutch out of a. I doubt it. It's hard enough
Um,
live.
don't know. I remember Deb and Wayne were working on Paradox stuff, similar type things. We're trying to get the things breeding. They'll either breed as one morph or the other. That's either going to breed as normal, wild type, or as the morph. But with a chimera, I don't know. That's breeding as a super jag wouldn't be pretty. You'd hope that the sex organ part of it is going to breed as a exanthic or ghost jag. So,
And okay, well, that's awesome. Thank you for another great show. Remember to KHP Reptiles tomorrow night. Tomorrow night we've got the Australian Reptile Q&A. So please, there's a page if you guys don't mind. We'll tomorrow we've got the whole full. I don't know who's. I'll have to. We'll still finalize who's on the show tomorrow night. I think Joe, you, and a couple of others that are on. Tomorrow night, just discussing how to start with reptiles. So Australia, go find us on Facebook page called Australian Reptile Q&A. I think there is a link on all of our pages, and we're streaming to all of these other pages as well. So it's going to be everywhere. We're talking about how to start with reptiles in Australia. It's a little bit different than other countries with all our legislation and rules and stuff. Yep. But it might be quite an insightful show to watch. And let me just close. I can't close that screen down of the eggs because then I cut your mic off.
You're done. Yep. I just got to give a quick shout out to a little mate of mine, Tyson, who's a mate of mine's son, who's a mini reptile keeper, loves reptiles, and this is what you do it for, Tyson. Seeing these little things coming out is the magic. This is what keeps you coming back year after year. It's this is what it's all about, mate. So
what's Tyson's name?
I don't know his last name.
Okay, but
we'll keep his identity a secret.
Okay, the internet. Weird things. So to all our friends out there, thank you for watching. It was a great show. To all our haters out there, we love you, and you saw me first. Yeah,
as always.
And we'll see it tomorrow night on Australian Reptile Q&A, and also we'll let you know. We'll post links on for when we go live to cut the eggs. I think it's very popular. I think we had 130 people watching tonight at the peak of excitement. So
when all hell broke loose, yes, yeah. Wow.
So thank you, folks, and
thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate the support. Thank you.
And we'll see you soon. Thank you.